How's everybody doing today? Today is October 3rd. We're making calf feed right now. All we got on calf feed is the baby calves and the hutches. So we're just making a small 1,000-pound load that'll hopefully last about 5 days. So we'll get this done, and then we got a few other things to do, but real quick I'll give you an update on what's been going on. So far we'll start with the fresh cows. So far we've done since August 20th, we've done about 215 calvings. We have about 190 calves on the bottle right now, which, you know, I mean, not every one of them's born alive, but considering that September was the hottest on record, with an average of 95 degrees for the whole month, 95 degrees was our high average. And also it was the driest on record. Hang on, what am I doing? Yeah. So considering that September was the hottest and the driest, we actually did pretty good. You know, it's hard to get cows to calve when it's 90 degrees outside and not have any problems. And really, you know, a few milk fevers here and there. I've pulled way less calves this year than I did last year. I don't think I pulled any that were just where the cows gave up. But last year I had quite a few issues with cows that were started calving in the middle of the day, and then an hour into it they just gave up and didn't want to push no more. This year I didn't have that problem. Ones I pulled were, you know, what I call 1-footers, where they got 1 foot back, or I had a couple of them with both feet back, a couple of them that were backwards, and that was about it. So that's been going really good so far, and like I said, a few milk fevers, which is normal. Considering that we've calved over 200 head in 41 days, that's not too bad. Or 45 days now. It's actually pretty good. So this first group of calves we're gonna wean in the next week or so, and then so we need to get that ready. We did get some rock around the water troughs and the weaning pens they got pretty tore up from the wet winter we had last year, and so all that's ready to go. And then what else we got going is we had 22 tons of cereal rye show up this morning. It's Maton rye that we're putting out this year. It got here. Wes Jeremy and another guy had to unload it because it was in a semi-trailer, a box trailer, so they had to tie chains around the pallets and drag them backwards and to be able to get them with the pallet forks. And they came in on totes, sitting on a pallet. And while they were doing that, I was at the feed lane drying cows off and everything like that. So right now the main focus is on getting all the pastures ready to go for planting. We've been fixing the lanes up, getting them where the drill can run up and down them without, if you've ever seen a grain drill folded up, if you hit a hole just right, your pack wheels are going to hit ground and all that. So getting all the lanes just right, and also, you know, need to do it anyway. We've started bush hogging fields. What we like to do is graze the field as hard as we can, get it short enough that there's not going to be much clippings left on the ground, and then we go over them with a bush hog and scalp them. You know, get the Bermuda grass as low as we can, and then we can drill right into that, and then the seedlings are going to pop up and they're not going to have very much competition. And then it's kind of like a foot race between the cereal rye and the Bermuda grass. And I say it's like a foot race because once we get a frost, then the Bermuda grass is going to be done with, and then the cereal can take over. But we don't want to wait till a frost. We want to try to time it just right, where, you know, if we have some 3 or 4 inch tall Bermuda grass and some 3 or 4 inch tall cereal rye, and we get a frost, it'll be perfect. But right now the way we're sitting is September was the hottest on record. Our average high temps were 95 degrees, and it was also the driest September on record. So right now we would normally be probably already started or like about to start in the next couple of days drilling. We still haven't hooked up the drill. We're hoping to get it hooked up in the next couple of days. So Sunday night we're supposed to have a shot of rain and a cold front coming in. On Monday our high is supposed to be 79. So I'll need to go find my jacket and get that ready to wear. And hopefully in the next week or so we'll be drilling some seed in the ground. Yeah, that's all I got. So we're gonna finish this calf feed load and then we'll make some milk cow. We gotta make a milk cow load for tonight. And then we'll, I know I got to pull the tires back and cut the plastic on the corn silage pile. I've got a few other things I got to do today. And we're probably going to haul some dirt tonight, or this afternoon, till dark. And I need to get the little dozer back up this way. I got a big washout to fill in one field. And, yeah, that's all I can think of right now. So we'll get this calf feed load done, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, we're going to shift back to low. That's all we got to do. Don't have to worry about our monitor no more, because we got a new little program on the tablet. I'll talk about it here in a second. Alright, so we got done making the calf feed and we dumped it into that little trailer that we used to pass out the grain with. Now we're going to mix up our milk cow ration. Right now one load takes care of all the milk cows. Well, one load in the morning and then one load in the evening. Right now we're mixing the load up for the evening. And so we're milking 430 cows or so, give or take a couple. So what we do on this program, it messed up on me earlier. I'll explain all this in a minute, but so I've already fed 49% of the feed to the milk cows today, and it should show more, but it messed up on me. And hopefully you're being able to see this. But so we'll go to our loads. Usually 11 a.m. is when I make this load, but right now I'm running a little late. So I need to go up here. And I need to execute batch update, and that's going to give me target as fed, target dry matter, and pin count for all three groups. So this morning we dried up 7 cows out of group 1, so we'll put in 159. So there's 159 cows in that group. We took out 6 cows out of group 2 that went dry, so we'll go to 178. And then we had two cows calved this morning, so we're up to 82 now in the fresh cow group. We accept it, we save it. Alright, so now all we got to do is we go in here. It's got all of our ingredients and what they're set at for the ration. We got our pins, group 1, group 2, group 3, and what they're supposed to get fed. All that looks good. This is just a bunch of other stuff, and this would be the amount of feed that they get for each group. So we'll start mix, and then I have a box here in the loader, and then there's a box attached to where the scale head is on the feed wagon. So with Bluetooth through the tablet and those boxes, I will connect to the loader. That says new mixer. It's a long story, but it should just say mixer. So we'll attach to the loader, and then we'll go ahead and start mix. And it's connecting to the scale right now as we speak. And then so it's telling me Tifton baleage, 3,262 pounds is what I need. And it also counts how long it takes me to mix that feed. And it's showing me next. I put in my mineral. But as I load, this will go down and this bar will fill in. And then it actually, within 100 pounds, it'll turn yellow. And then within 30 pounds or so, it'll turn red. And give you kind of a heads up that you need to stop filling the wagon with that load. We've hit under 200 pounds, so the screen's turned yellow, and then as I get probably into 100 pounds, it's going to turn. Actually, it just went back to green and it went back to yellow. So it's just giving me a visual of you're getting close to being at that amount that you need for this ration. Alright, so we're done mixing everything. All the ingredients were Tifton baleage, milk cow mineral, ground corn, soybean meal, corn gluten, soy hulls, molasses, or corn silage, then molasses, then water. Our total amount, so after you mix in your last ingredient, it goes to this screen here. Mix completed, 16,235 pounds. It took a little over 35 minutes to mix, which I wasn't in much of a hurry. And then it's showing, group 1 gets 6,100, group 2 almost 6,900, and group 3 3,100. So now that we're here in the feed lane, I'm going to go ahead and start drop. It's connecting to the scale. So now that it's connecting, it's going to bounce as the feed wagon's moving a little bit, but so now it's telling me, group 1, 6,200 pounds, and this will start counting down. The bar will start filling up, and then almost the same thing as we were when we were mixing that feed. It'll say, it'll turn to yellow and turn to red. So we're going to feed group 1, and I'll show you what it looks like. Wish I had a better way to put it where you could watch the screen. Maybe I can hold it. We'll see. Alright, so we're going along. It's already counted down to 4,500, 4,300. That bar's filling up. That right there. So actually, I don't even need to look at my scale on the wagon. Down to 2,000 pounds, 1,500 pounds. All right, I have to use two hands. So I got 600 pounds left to put out down here at the end. I can just back up, feather it off. Not backing up into anything. I can watch this tablet. Get a little crooked, hang on. So now that I quick. See, it's red, and it just switched over to Group 2's mount. So now Group 2 is 6,800, and then it'll keep. So now I'll pull out, turn around, run Group 2's off on the other side. It'll do the exact same thing, and then once we get down to around the threshold that we allow to be off, you can set it to whatever you want. But it's set about 50 pounds for the wagon, what you'd call the bounce. So while the PTO is going, the wagon's bouncing and swaying, and so it's gonna fluctuate about 50 pounds up, 50 pounds down than the actual amount. So we're allowing that, and once we get down around that threshold, it'll go ahead and switch over to the next group. Unless I continue going, it's got to find a steady weight first. So if I continue going and just blow right past zero and keep going, it's going to keep counting. And then it's going to show everybody that I screwed up and I overfed Group 2 or whichever group I'm feeding. And then say I overfed Group 1 by 500 pounds. So really, what it does then, it takes the amount of feed that's left, and then the number of cows in Group 2 and Group 3, and evenly distributes what's left to those two groups. So you're not just screwing over one group. Unless you're feeding just only two groups, then you know, one group got screwed. But it's gonna try to make it even as it can. So we're going to pull in and run this off, and then we'll park it, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So we're headed over here to the shop in the 7400. That's kind of an inside joke. I guarantee Wes is laughing his ass off right now. So we're heading over here to the shop in the 7400, and we're going to pick the drill up and take it back over to Wes's so we can work on it. Which, if you've kept up with the channel from the beginning, and or just realized that I said we were going to go to the shop and get the drill and take it over to Wes's house and work on it in his yard, you're probably going, that don't make no damn sense. Hey, that's a nice bolt. Never seen that bolt before. You're probably thinking that don't make no sense, but we don't hardly ever use the shop over here for different reasons. Right now it's got all the seeds in it, and but we're gonna go over here and get it hooked up and take it over there to work on it. So yeah. freaking hot out here. Anytime I watch YouTube and see you guys up north, guys or girls, wearing jackets and long sleeves already, I'm like, what the hell? Good enough to make it down the road. Come on. Yeah, they're fine. Get over to Wes's house. It's supposed to be 93 degrees today, but it's humid as hell too. Well, it's a 24-foot solid stand, Great Plains drill. Yeah, it's gonna need to be cleaned out. I have to go over everything, air on the tires, clean out the seed boxes, grease it up, check, make sure everything's loose, check the bearings and the pack wheels and the blades, and whatever else. So at least it's here and we can get started on it. And then 7210's hooked up to the old bush hog, and Jeremy's already been bush hogging some, and then we still need to hook up the newer. It's a year or two old John Deere bush hog that's sitting over there, and I don't know what tractor we're gonna use for that. I usually pull the drill with the 7800, always have, but the 7800 is a pain in the ass to drive. I hate driving it, hate the power shift on it, so may try not using it this year and use another tractor, just so a few days into it I'm not losing my mind. But may end up having to hook it up to it anyway. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Well, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's just been, you know, lots of babies, lots of fresh cows, doing all the little pieces here and there, getting ground ready for planting, and whether it's fixing lanes or we've cut and baled some hay out there, or Wes has. Jeremy's been bush hogging, getting the heifers to graze hard, and we'll need to start picking up some sticks and some limbs, and getting this drill ready to go. Seeds here. We need cooler temps and some rain, and we'll be good to go. But I still got that other stuff to do today, and this video is probably getting pretty long, so we're gonna have to let you go. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.